Okay, so here we are, starting a new challenge from Topstep, a 50K account, where we need to make $3,000 in order to pass the challenge and pay the activation fee to get a funded account. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And for some reason, I don't know what happened with the video recording, but I've missed the first trade that I took, which ended up in a loss, as we can see. So we were down 196.48. And yeah, that's part of the game. Um, let's focus to do the next trade. That's what we need to focus. Do the next trade. Don't care about the money. Don't care about recovering. Don't care about anything. And moving forward, as I was watching the market, I saw a signal that I believed it would be good for me. Took the trade based on what I've set up as my plan, and let it run. So the trade was going into our favor, um, you know, but like I said, we cannot predict the future. It could go higher or lower, and I was decided to keep it. I was even considering adding a position down here. I ended up leaving a limit order that was taken, and then I saw this fair value gap here. And I was not very comfortable with the short stop, knowing it was going to be hit and then potentially going up, because that was my initial idea. And then I decided to move it down, accepting the risk, knowing that could be hit, and our loss would be around $800. But I accept that and decided to give it a go. And as the trade unfolds, was really interesting to see the 15-minute fair value gap. We were waiting news, so we were 7 minutes to have the news, and maybe should close the trade. But I decided to take the risk, and again, like I said, accept the risk. And I was really looking forward to have this 15-minute gap, this bottom part, working as a resistance. I've seen that happening sometimes. To be very honest, I was not very confident. I just was not accepting to take more risk or move in the stop. That was the limit. And it was very, very interesting. It was very, very interesting. We would be down again around $800 if we got the stop hit. And it was very, very, very interesting. It was very, very interesting to see the reaction after the news. In 4 minutes to the news, it was really, really going against us. It was really going down to have our stop loss hit. But again, I didn't want to move from this. That was my limit. Let the trade run. And yeah, you can see by your eyes, the stop loss was basically 3 to 4 ticks to be hit. And what does it mean actually? It's a good lesson learned, because usually when you see the price going against you to hit your stop loss, you tend to freak out and then you close the trade that end up going into your favor. So again, at this point, I had the risk accepted already. Whether it was right or wrong decision that I've moved the stop loss or not, but I had a reason for that. I had a technical reason, let's say, in my point of view, as I've seen this happening before. And 3 minutes for the news, 2 minutes for the news, almost there, as we can see, almost hit the stop loss. And it would be, I cannot say it wouldn't be painful. Of course it is, especially a new account that you're just started. But that was the decision, and it was amazing to see that really worked. And with less than 60 seconds for the news release, we were very close, very close to get the stop hit by, I don't know, maybe 4 ticks, 3 ticks. It's really close. And, I decided to not move the stop and decided to wait. So less than 30 seconds for the release. All I could do is wait and please watch out to see what was the outcome. So we were down 190 something, almost 200. Was really close, plus 500, 400, 600 we were actually. And it ended up going well. Was it the right or wrong? Well, we'll never know, but again, it really worked well. The technical analysis in this case, again, it could have been all wrong, and the key thing is to keep with your plan and to keep calm. Again, it's painful, but that's the only way to overcome all of that. If you get angry and start chasing everything, recovering everything, I don't know honestly what would be my reaction. I was again thinking and visualizing, let's say, that the stop would be hit, that the stop would be taken, and we had to go for another trade. But it was a very interesting thing to go from the minus, let's say, 200, which could became a 800 loss. So we managed to do it and reverse everything, which was really interesting. So after being 200 negative and almost being 800, I split up the video so that I could, it's better for other people to see it. And we end up managing, I was doing some partials, we end up managing to be profitable. And from the 200 negative, we end up going to basically 300 positive, which was an interesting result. And after reaching the almost $300, I kept watching after the New York opening and decided to take another trade. Let's say a risky one, as I was really trusting it was going higher, and took a lot of risk. Again, like I said, it's in this phase on the challenge, it's sometimes you gotta take some additional risk, but again, at the same time, your brain gets used to that and may do the same when it's a live account, and that's what I've been trying to work. But yeah, it is what it is. So it ended up being a very good trade, as I expected in the beginning, and as we can see, we managed to grow a little bit. But then there was another trade that I have took again, and it really went well. So let the trade run, and as we can see, it was extremely profitable. Made us 1.1, and that was it.